Beloved, I speak to your heart now. Not your fear, not your past, not your pain. I am speaking to the part of you that still believes. The part of you that still dreams. The part that still longs to be seen, chosen, and loved completely. Yes, I have heard the quiet prayers you whispered while no one was watching. The questions you didn't know how to ask aloud. Lord, will I ever meet them? Where will it happen? Will I know when it's real? Let me assure you, there's a meeting place already chosen, there's a moment already marked, there's a love already written, and it carries your name. But I don't want you to stumble into it. I want you to walk into it with clarity, with peace, with preparation. This message is not just about where your eyes will meet. It's about where your soul will be found ready. It's about the environment of purpose I'm calling you into. Before we go any further, take a step of faith. Type in the comments, Lord, order my steps to love that glorifies you. Let that declaration open the door to what's ahead. Because what I'm about to show you will change how you wait, how you trust, and how you love. You will not meet them in chaos. You've asked me with tears in your eyes, God, when will I finally meet the one you created for me? But I want you to shift your focus from time to location. Because the truth is, where you meet them matters even more than when. Listen closely. You will not meet them in confusion. You will not meet them while surrounded by people who cloud your spirit. You will not meet them while walking roads I never designed for your feet. I cannot bring a divine connection into a place that doesn't honor my presence. You've been spending time in spaces that drain you. You've stayed in rooms that never celebrated your growth. You've been loyal to circles that only clapped when you were silent. But I am doing something sacred in you, and I will not allow sacred love to blossom in polluted places. I will not plant something pure in a soil soaked with stress, compromise, or fear. You may feel like I'm withholding, but truly, I've been protecting. I've been keeping you from partnerships that would have delayed your purpose, not fulfilled it. Some atmospheres are full of noise but empty of truth. Some relationships have chemistry but no calling. And some doors you begged me to open, I closed with my own hand, because I saw what you could not. That chaos doesn't create covenant. I know it's been hard to understand. You wanted it to work. You prayed for me to bless it, but I never sent you into it. The one I've chosen for you will not stir confusion. They will carry peace. They will not make you feel small. They will recognize the weight of your soul and the depth of your purpose. They will speak to the spiritual part of you, not just your surface. This is why I've been calling you to separate, to disconnect from the distractions, to step out of places that once felt familiar, but now feel heavy. Because I cannot allow you to mistake a counterfeit for a covenant. Some of the people I removed were never part of your story. They were part of your stretching. They taught you what love is not, so you could be ready to receive love that is. Beloved, stop trying to meet forever in places I only allowed for a season. Stop calling comfort connection. Stop settling for attention when I'm preparing you for alignment. I am not the author of confusion. I will not let your love story begin in chaos. I will write it with clarity. I will lead you with peace. And when you arrive in the place I've prepared for you, the right one will be waiting, not in the noise, not in the mess, but in the center of my will, where your soul is steady, your mind is clear, and your heart is finally free to receive what I have always planned. The place is purpose. Where will you meet the love of your life? Let me tell you again, not in a random place, not by luck, and not by chasing after it. You will meet them where your purpose lives. You keep searching for a location, but the true destination is the assignment I gave you. Not the easy path, not the place where everyone else goes, but the place where your gifts and my direction meet. It's not always visible to others, it might look small, it might not be glamorous, but it is where my hand has already gone before you. When Ruth walked into that field, she didn't know she was walking into history. She wasn't looking for a man. She was looking to be faithful. She was looking to fulfill a responsibility. And in that quiet act of obedience, I brought her love. She didn't have to beg for attention. She didn't have to dress to impress. She just had to show up where I told her to be. That's the key. Your love story will unfold at the intersection of obedience and purpose. not at the crossroads of pressure and impatience. If you want to meet the right one, then move where I'm calling you. Use what I've given you. Serve where I've placed you. Because it's there, in the middle of what seems ordinary, that I will bring you into something extraordinary. You don't need to chase opportunities that don't carry your name. You don't need to force doors that were never meant to open. When you are planted in purpose, you don't have to look for love. Love will find you. The one I've chosen for you is not walking around aimlessly. They are being drawn to the same field of purpose. You may not see them yet, but they are also listening to my voice. And I am guiding both of you to a divine meeting point. You're not late, you're not forgotten, you're not invisible. You are being aligned, and when it happens, you will realize it wasn't a coincidence. It was coordination. My perfect plan, unfolding at my perfect pace. I know waiting is hard, but what I'm building is solid. I'm not just giving you a partner, I'm giving you a partner in purpose. You will do more together than you could ever do alone. You will build, you will serve, you will pray, you will grow. This is why I need you rooted in the place I've assigned to you. Because when you are where I placed you, you are within reach of the blessing. Let this truth guide you today. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, Psalm 30:73. I have ordered your steps, and the next one you take in purpose could be the step that brings your heart into alignment with theirs. You will meet them while serving, not searching. Love will not come because you ran toward it in fear. It will not grow out of panic, pressure, or performance. It will begin when your hands are full of purpose, not empty with longing. You ask me where, you ask me how. But I want you to look around. Where are you right now? Are you giving? Are you growing? Are you living with quiet faithfulness? Because that is where it starts. Not in chasing people, but in chasing me. Not in craving love, but in showing love. Not in seeking attention, but in giving compassion. You might be teaching children. You might be helping the poor. You might be leading quietly in the background. You might even be doing tasks that no one claps for. But I see them. I see you. And while you serve, while you show up when it's hard, while you remain faithful in small things, I will bring someone who sees what I see. They won't be drawn to your popularity. They won't be moved by your image. They will notice your strength. They will respect your kindness. They will honor your walk with me. Because the person I'm sending is not impressed by appearance alone. They're looking for substance, and substance is built in the secret place, the place where you serve. You may feel invisible. You may feel like no one notices your efforts, but let me promise you something. I have not missed a single seed you've sown. And when the time is right, I will let someone else witness what I have cultivated in you. The world teaches you to search, to strive, to date endlessly, to go and get what you want. But I teach you to be still in purpose, to move when I say move, to give without expecting, to live from a place of wholeness. Because when you are planted in my will, you don't chase, you attract. You don't beg, you become. The right person will walk into your life at the exact moment they're meant to. Not because you were looking, but because you were living. And when they find you, they'll realize this is someone who serves with excellence, loves with depth, and walks with God. So keep doing what I told you to do. Keep pouring into the place I've placed you. Because somewhere in that field of faithfulness, I will let love find you. The sacred locations of divine meetings. You've been asking, Lord, where will I meet them? You've wondered if it's at work, or at church, or in a new city. You've thought maybe it will be during travel, or at a friend's event. You want something specific, and I understand. So let me show you what to look for. Not just with your eyes, but with your spirit. Because the meeting won't always look like a scene from a movie. It will look like a moment that's covered in my fingerprints. Let's talk about sacred locations. Sometimes the meeting happens in worship, when your focus is not on people, but on me, when your heart is lifted and your hands are open. That's when I move the hearts of two people in the same direction. It may begin with no words, just a shared reverence, a sense of peace, a recognition that this person also loves the one I love. Other times I bring love and stillness. You're not doing anything extraordinary. You're simply being, resting, healing, thinking. And in that quiet space, I allow someone to cross your path, someone who's also resting, someone who isn't rushing, someone who walks at your pace. It's not noisy, it's not dramatic, but it's divine. Because peace is where I often reveal my greatest gifts. Then there are times when love finds you through divine assignments. It may be a mission trip, it may be a volunteer project, it may be a workshop, a ministry event, or something you almost said no to. But I whispered, "Go." And because you obeyed, you walked straight into a moment that was already written in heaven. That meeting might not feel romantic at first. It might feel like a task. It might look like teamwork. But over time, the sacredness of that connection will become clear. Because what starts in my presence will always be blessed with my peace. So stop asking the world for directions. The world will send you to places based on trends. I will send you to places based on truth. Let me position you. Let me place you where the atmosphere honors what I'm doing in your heart. This is not about a location on a map. It's about a spiritual position. It's about being where my presence flows. It's about being in tune with my voice, so that when you're in the right place, you can recognize the right person. Because love built in me doesn't happen by accident, it happens by alignment. It happens when two hearts that were shaped in secret find each other in sacred space. And when it happens, it will feel like revelation. Not noise, not confusion, not guessing, but a deep, still confirmation inside. This moment is from God. So stop overthinking. Stop searching in every room. Stop doubting whether I will come through for you. I've already chosen the moment. I've already prepared the place. Now I'm preparing you so you can walk into it whole. You're not meeting them in randomness. You're meeting them in revelation. And when it comes, it will be worth every delay, every tear, and every season of silence. The one I'm sending will recognize you spiritually first. Beloved, listen to me closely. The person I am preparing for you, the one your soul longs to meet, will recognize you by your spirit, not your appearance. Before they learn your past, before they hear your story, before they know your name fully, they will feel something deeper, a peace that cannot be explained by looks or titles. It will be spiritual recognition. They will notice how you speak with kindness. They will be drawn to the way you pray when no one is watching. They will respect the way you honor me when the world tells you to compromise. And this is why I'm asking you. Do not hide your light just to be loved. Do not lower your standards just to be chosen. Do not pretend to be less spiritual, less passionate, or less committed, just to make someone comfortable. Because the one I'm sending, they will be moved by your devotion, not afraid of it. They will not mock your beliefs. They will not pull you away from me. They will walk with you, not behind you, not ahead of you, but beside you, in step with my spirit. That's why this season is not wasted. I'm using it to build you, to heal the broken parts, to teach you how to love yourself through me, so that when love comes, you don't hand someone your heart out of fear, but out of fullness. You don't need to impress anyone with perfection. You just need to reflect me. This is why I'm slowing you down, not to delay you, but to prepare you. I don't want you meeting the right person with wounds still bleeding. I don't want you attracting someone who only sees your outer glow. I want them to see your soul, healed, whole, steady, and fully anchored in me. That kind of love is different. It doesn't start with compliments. It begins with confirmation. It doesn't push you toward people-pleasing. It draws you deeper into purpose. It doesn't fade under pressure. It gets stronger in prayer. So while the world is chasing fast love, I'm asking you to wait for sacred love. While others are trying to be seen, I'm asking you to stay hidden in me. Because the one I'm sending is not looking for surface. They are looking for substance, and they will find it in you. Let me finish the work in you. Let me complete what I started. Because when the moment comes and your eyes meet theirs, you'll both feel it. A calm will settle. A peace will rise. And something in your spirit will whisper, "This is the one who sees me, the real me, the me God has been shaping." I blocked some places because they were traps. There were doors you prayed I would open, places you were sure held your future, people you believed were your answered prayer. But I shut the door. And you cried. You thought I ignored your request. You thought I was punishing you. But I was not silent out of neglect. I was silent out of protection. I saw what you couldn't. I looked beyond the smiles. I looked beyond the charm. I saw the motives. I saw the heartbreak waiting behind the invitation. And I refused to let you walk into what looked right, but was actually wrong. Some of those places you were so eager to enter were not blessings. They were traps. They were designed to delay you, to distract you, to disconnect you from your purpose. So I intervened. That connection ended suddenly. That job offer vanished without warning. That person stopped reaching out. It wasn't rejection, it was redirection. You were chasing what felt good to your emotions, but I was leading you toward what would be good for your soul. You were chasing appearance, but I was aligning purpose. There were moments when you asked, Lord, why didn't you let that relationship work? Why didn't you let me stay? Why did you close the door so fast? And I whisper now, because I love you too much to let you settle. Because I love you too much to see you fall into the arms of someone not shaped to carry your heart. Because I designed your heart for something sacred, and I will not give you to someone who would only hold you temporarily. Some of those places would have stolen your joy. Some of those relationships would have drained your strength. Some of those environments were never meant to see you grow. They would have made you question who you are. They would have twisted your vision. They would have pulled you further from me. So I stepped in. I let it collapse. I let it disappear. Not because I didn't care, but because I care so much. Now I'm asking you to stop mourning what I removed. Don't keep looking back at what failed. Don't keep grieving what I've already buried. Don't keep asking me to restore what was never real. Instead, look forward. Look ahead to what I'm preparing. Because the place where you'll meet the love of your life is not behind you, it's in front of you. Let go of what I blocked. It was never a loss, it was a rescue. And what's coming next will make you thankful that I didn't let you go where you thought you wanted to be. Timing is a location too. Yes, I hear your heart asking, when, Lord? When will it happen? You've looked at others finding love. You've watched their stories unfold while yours still feels paused. But let me remind you of something powerful. Timing is a location too. You may be in the right city, you may be doing the right work, you may even be near the one I've chosen for you. But if the timing is not right, then the moment will not flow. I am not only preparing the meeting place, I am preparing the moment. And if I brought you together too soon, it could lead to pain instead of peace. Because love that arrives before healing gets tangled in wounds. Love that comes before growth struggles to stand. Love that shows up before maturity ends in confusion. That's why I'm asking you to trust my pace. Some things cannot be rushed. Some love stories are too holy to be hurried. Some promises require waiting, not because they're far away, but because they're still being formed. You've grown, yes, but I see what you cannot. I see the small places in your heart that still crave validation. I see the silent insecurities that whisper you're not enough. And I love you too much to let someone walk into that space and break what I'm still building. So instead of asking, when will they come? Ask me, what are you still doing in me? Ask me, how can I grow while I wait? Ask me, what is being prepared in silence? Because the love I'm sending you won't come into a rushed atmosphere. It will come into readiness. I'm not just shaping you, I'm shaping them too. They're learning, they're healing, they're growing closer to me, just like you are. And when both of you are whole, truly whole, your paths cross. And when they do, there will be no striving, no guessing. No drama, just confirmation, just peace, just the feeling that says, this is what I was waiting for. Don't let delay make you think I've forgotten. Delay is not denial, it is development. And when the time is right, not your time, but mine, you will step into a moment that feels like home. Because timing is not just a date on the calendar, it is a divine appointment written by my hand. So stay faithful, stay patient, stay focused. Because the location is not only physical, it is spiritual maturity and emotional readiness. And when everything aligns, love will walk into your life and never leave. They are being drawn to the same place. As I shape you, I am not forgetting them. The person I've chosen for you, the one you've been hoping for, is also on a journey. You are not the only one being refined. You are not the only one learning to let go of the past. You are not the only one walking toward destiny. While you walk in obedience, they are also listening to my voice. While you choose peace over pressure, they are also moving away from chaos into calm. You may not see each other yet, but you are both walking toward the same destination. You are being pulled by the same purpose. You are growing into the same kind of strength. You are maturing in the same spirit of patience, faith, and love. You see, I don't just want you to meet them. I want you to recognize them. I don't want them to feel like a stranger. I want them to feel like a missing piece that finally returned. That's why the journey matters. That's why I've kept you from places that weren't part of the path. That's why I've closed doors you didn't understand at the time. Because I'm not just leading you toward love, I'm leading you both toward alignment. The place where your paths cross is not an accident. It's not a coincidence. It's a divine intersection that I've planned from the beginning. And when it happens, it won't feel rushed. It won't feel confusing. It won't feel like you're guessing. It will feel like recognition. You'll see each other, and something inside will settle. A calm will cover you. Your heart will feel safe, and your spirit will say, This is what I've been praying for. Because when I write love stories, I don't just bring people together. I bring souls into the same space, not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually, and purposefully. That's what I'm doing now. I'm guiding both of you to the same environment, to the same kind of peace, to the same mission that requires your combined gifts. You won't need to fight for their attention. You won't need to convince them of your worth. They will see you because I will reveal you to them. And when it happens, it will feel right. Not because it's perfect, but because it's divinely prepared. So hold on, stay the course. Because just as I am preparing you, I am leading them to the same place. And soon, your steps will meet, your purposes will join. And your hearts will finally rest in the truth. This is what I was waiting for. You'll know it's me. So my beloved child, you've waited, you've wondered, you've prayed with hope and cried with questions. And now you're asking me once again, God, where will I meet the love of my life? And I say this to you clearly, not in a place of pressure, not while you're desperate to fill a void, not while you're pretending to be someone else, just to be accepted. You will meet them in the place I have already prepared, in a moment you didn't expect, in a space where you are fully present, fully obedient, and fully at peace. You will meet them not because you searched endlessly, but because you stood faithfully in the field I called you to. It will happen when your soul is not striving. It will unfold while your eyes are fixed on me, not on timelines, not on trends, not on what others are doing. You don't need to chase this. You don't need to compete for it. You don't need to perform to be noticed. The one I am sending to you will recognize what I've hidden inside you. Not your appearance, but your purpose. Not your status, but your strength. Not your past, but your promise. And when that moment arrives, when I open the door I have kept closed until the time was right, you will not doubt it. You will not have to ask for a sign. You will not feel unsure. You will not feel lost in confusion. Instead, there will be a quiet knowing, a divine peace, a stillness in your spirit that says, this is not a coincidence, this is God. Because everything about it, the timing, the place, the peace, will all whisper one truth to your heart. This was written by me. Lord, lead me to love that reflects you. Heavenly Father, thank you for speaking to my heart today. Thank you for reminding me that love is not a race to be won, but a journey to be walked, in trust, in purpose, and in peace. I surrender my desire to control the outcome. I surrender the thoughts that tell me I'm behind. I surrender the fear that I've missed my moment, and I receive your perfect timing. I receive the calm that comes from knowing you've already planned every detail. I receive the truth that what you've prepared for me cannot pass me by. Lord, prepare my heart. Teach me to be patient in seasons of silence. Teach me to grow even when I feel alone. Teach me to see myself the way you see me, worthy, whole, and ready to be loved with intention. Prepare me for the place where love will find me. Don't let me wander. Don't let me settle for less than what you've written. Shape me into a partner that builds, prays, supports, and reflects you. And when the person you've chosen enters my life, let me recognize them, not by how loud they speak, but by how deeply they love. Not by what they say, but by how they live. Let peace be the sign. Let clarity be the confirmation. Let purpose be the foundation. Order my steps, Lord. Guide my decisions. Align my heart with heaven's rhythm. so that when love arrives, I will not be caught in fear, but I will be found faithful. In all things may the love I receive be a mirror of the love you give, strong, pure, lasting, and rooted in you alone. In Jesus' holy and powerful name I pray. Amen.